Drive bigger. The slogan of Volkswagen, one of the largest car brands to ever emerge on the planet. The Volkswagen Group not only controls Volkswagen but even prestigious companies like Audi, Lamborghini, Bentley and more. But a company emerging in Nazi Germany could never be a pleasant place in its emerging years. The company was founded on May 28, 1937 under the German Labor Front, which worked under the Nazi Party. The actual motive of making Volkswagen for the Germans was to make a cheap affordable car for an average German to solemnly spread the Nazi propaganda. Volkswagen literally means people's car in German. Ferdinand Porsche was commissioned to design this car, resulting in the development of the Volkswagen Beetle, initially known as the KDF wagon. Yes, the Ferdinand Porsche who founded Porsche, which to today works under Volkswagen. After the introduction of the Beetle, it was intended to be mass-produced at the newly constructed Volkswagen factory in Wolfsburg. However, only few were actually delivered because the outbreak of the World War II. I would not explain much about Germany and World War II here, but you can check it out at the I button. With the start of the World War II, the factory stopped making civilian cars but started the production of military vehicles to support the German war effort. During the war, due to the lack of workers as most of the people were in army, Volkswagen used forced labor taken from the concentration camps. Workers were subjected to long hours, inadequate food, poor living conditions, and physical abuse. The workers mostly included the prisoners of wars, the Jewish, the Polish and other undesirables by the Nazi. And if you think the story of women or maybe children might be better, you are wrong. Not only women were made to do heavy machinery tasks, their children were also separated from them and sent to the factories, or sometimes when they wanted to make the women believe that their children are safe, they made Kinderheim and other such facilities, which means children's homes, in which there was poor sanitation and other facilities which lead to over a 50% mortality rate on paper, but in reality it might be over 90 or even 100%. And later, with the fall of Nazi regime after the World War II, the dark and red years of the Volkswagen ended. After the war, when the Allied forces occupied Germany, they found the remains of the factory of Volkswagen, which was destroyed due to bombing. But now that area was under British control, they also thought of demolishing it completely, but instead started to reconstruct it to build civilian vehicles, under the leadership of British officer Major Ivan Hurst. Volkswagen resumed production of the Volkswagen Beetle, and in 1949 the control of the company was given back to the Germans. Through the 1950s and 1960s the company just kept on expanding and expanding, not only in Germany but internationally too. The Beetle became one of the best-selling cars in the world, with the 1 millionth car being built and sold on August 5, 1955, and the Beetle became one of the most sold cars on the planet, with over 23 million units sold in its lifetime. With the decline of the Beetle due to the changing market demands, Volkswagen launched the Volkswagen Golf. Following the success of the Golf, Volkswagen continued to diversify its lineup, introducing models like the Passat, Polo, and Jetta. This diversification helped Volkswagen cater to different market segments and expand its customer base. And the Volkswagen Group started acquiring more and more brands like Audi in 1985, Porsche in 2012 to enter the luxury and performance market, Sedan 1990 and Skoda in 2000, and made them the prominent ones in their regions, and also the Bentley, Lamborghini, and Bugatti, all three in 1998 to enter the high-end luxury performance markets, Ducati in 2012 to enter the bike market, and last but not the least MAN and Scania to enter the trucking market in 2013 and 2014. With such a long and interesting story, this is what makes Volkswagen Group one of the largest car brands on the planet. But from Nazi propaganda, did it ever do anything wrong? The answer is sadly yes. The Volkswagen Group performed a scandal known as the Dieselgate, in which their diesel cars emitted 40 times more nitrogen oxide than the legal limit. They fooled the government, by having a software which reduced the emissions during tests. This scandal led to a major impact. The Volkswagen CEO of the time resigned and the governments imposed stricter regulations. After realizing about the scandal, all the charges and the buybacks of the cars led to spending over $30 billion. If you liked the video, please hit the like and subscribe button, and see you in the next one.